This is beyond anything. And do you know what, right? I was thinking about it and I'm like, you know what? Sometimes, you can be delusional. You can be delusional. Because I like Amorim. Like, he talks well. He seems a decent guy, blah, blah. No. And in a weird way, delusional way, I think to myself, if he gets his sign-in, something could, come. But listen, let me tell you something right now. Win the Europa, lose the Europa, he's got to go, bro. He's got to go, bro. And Chastity too. Yes. Win the Europa, lose the Europa. Someone's head has to get chopped off. Manchester United
I'll get to that bridge when I get there.
Nah.
Months, I've been saying, hey, man.
Win or lose.
Fat man, out the door, please.
Win or lose. Sir Jim, boss calls. Someone's 70. Damn. 17th. I'm Man United. No. Real Madrid would have sacked him 5 times over. Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Milan, Inter, whoever. You haven't seen a giant football club in the modern era, 30 years, let's say, in the last 30 years, be this bad. Them teams went to the Serie B and that because of cheating. Yeah. But you haven't seen through performances on the pitch. There's never been a club that this big that's been this bad. Never. And I'm sorry. I know you can say it's Ten Hag's players, blah, blah, blah. Win me the Europa. Thank you very much, Amorim. Honestly, I like him. But someone has to pay. And I'm sorry, it's him. I'm sorry, bro.
Who comes in after him?
Bring in anybody. This is a disgrace.
Yo, I'm telling you, don't say bring in anybody.
So what?
Listen. When the Southgate links come
let me tell you something. Bro, Gareth Southgate wouldn't be getting this bad. Gareth Southgate wouldn't be this bad.
I don't know,
Bro, Fuad.
You rate Southgate as a manager now.
Listen.
Is this where Amorim has led you?
Bro, this is... Are we watching the same thing?
No, we are. We're
the worst team in the Prem.
I'm just saying, it could get worse.
Listen, Man United will never get relegated. We won't.
Yo, don't joke at that one.
Man United will never get relegated. This is... Fuad, listen to me. Yeah. This is rock bottom. For what it is as Man United.
Is.
We are rock bottom. No one can tell me when we got Ruben Amorim, we expected to be like this. Listen, he threw the word suffer in there, which is perfectly fine. Yes, I understand you got to suffer, but come on. We're losing games left, right, and center. We're not even competitive. Yeah. We're not even competitive. For me, win me the Europa League, I will be in Bilbao. Win me the Europa League, and I'll say, thank you. Thanks for winning the European trophy, but we can't continue. So, I'm telling you, someone's got to pay for this. Yeah. Someone's got to pay. No, we can't just say it's all the players. The manager's got to pay.
Facts.
How many football clubs giant football clubs, Chelsea would have sacked him 4 times. Yeah. Are you crazy?
Yeah, bro, they did it in one season.
Chelsea was sacking Potter, sacking Lampard, sacking everybody when they could. This isn't, this isn't, come on. We're a big club. We're big. Spurs, I still think even if Ange wins, sack him. However, I can hear it a little bit more because it'll be your first trophy in 20 years or whatever. But Manchester United, we win in our banner era anyway.
Yeah. Do you know anyway?
And the reason why I say stuff like I like Amorim is because Amorim, which again, you got to get the job done. It's all good talking. You got to walk the walk.
Yeah.
But he's saying, bro, you listen, I'm telling you, all the fans that are sitting there probably thinking I'm crazy for saying he should go. I guarantee you, Amorim is saying to his staff, yo, we're catching life, you know. You can see it in his conversations when he's speaking. He knows that he's not doing good enough. He knows. He's the one that called it the worst season of Man United history. He's the one that said we're not competitive. He's the one that said the Champions League, we don't deserve to be in the Champions League. Maybe we need 1 game a week. He's the one saying it. So a fan, in myself saying it, shouldn't surprise anybody. Amorim knows he's lucky to be in the job. He knows it. But do you know what I'm worried about? You keep Amorim after he could potentially finish 16th, 17th, wherever he wins the Europa League. What precedent does that send to the future? That the next manager can come in, fail for so long, and get time. And this is beyond it. You need to have some sort of standard. We knew the season was going to be tough. But this...
But did you not... do you remember when he got the job? Because it was a thing where he had to come in at the time he did. You lot didn't want to wait till the end of the season. And it's almost like you're sacking him for the same thing that he was preempting you over, saying, hey, I want to take the job at the end of the season, but you lot told him, nah, take it now.
Yeah.
He took it now, which was on your terms, and then now you're going to sack him for taking it on your terms.
But what? So because of that,
I'm just saying, but you understand where I'm coming from.
I get what you're saying. Sounds hard. It could sound harsh, but I would understand.
Especially if he delivers the Europa as well.
Bro, I would hear it if Man United were like, 13th, 12th, or whatever. Okay, cool. 7th, 16th, 17th. Fuad, this is beyond. Like, we're normalizing this. We're normalizing this. We can't normalize this as a fan base. We're normalizing being the worst team in the Premier League. You can't. You just can't. Like, we were on to Ten Hag for less. We were on to Oli for less. We were on to Jose for less. Van Gaal, every single Moyes. We were on to Moyes for less. 7th. He got sacked in 7th. And we're sitting here 17th, 16th. Yes, and it's blasphemous. Insane, now, you can say, but you're not the club that you were before. That's fine. It's still not worst team in the Premier League type of level, bro. I think, right, as I said, and I'm going to repeat myself, I actually like Amorim. And I'm delusional enough to think that maybe if we got the play... But I'm sorry. Somebody has to pay for this, bro. Somebody. The players, we know some players are going to leave. But for me, that's not enough. I'm bloodthirsty, bro, at this point.
Yeah.
That's not enough. Just the players. Oh, you're going to sell Garnacho. You know what I mean? You're going to sell Garnacho. Lindelof leaves on a free. And that's not enough, man. That's not... Unless you're telling me 17 players are leaving, then I need some big boss calls. I'm not going to lie. This is too far. This is too far.
A clear out won't do it. Won't be enough, will it?
This is too far, bro.
With Amorim, I feel like when he come in, it was, this is the one.
Yeah.
The one that's going to lead us out of this darkness. And obviously, sometimes I think you've even said it. Things have to get worse before they get better.
Not like this.
And I know exactly what you're going to say. Yeah, not like this.
That.
But is there no party that thinks maybe he could?
Nah, for me,
turn it around.
For me, like, look, obviously he's sticking to what he's sticking to in terms of formation, in terms of the way he wants to play and stuff, which is fine. But there hasn't been any sense of flexibility in that regards. And then you look at, like, for example, the Europa. There's been a lot of goals scored in the Europa where Man United are probably the more physical team than some of the European teams. There's been certain flashes where you think, okay, well, if we can get that level of physical capability and competitiveness in the Premier League with this team and with what he's trying to do, then okay, you can maybe see certain things. But it hasn't been flawless in the Europa League. Regardless, I know we're unbeaten, but we scraped through. We had to scrape through with Lyon. You know what I'm trying to say? Our performances haven't been amazing. They haven't been like, oh, we're just so good in the Europa. It hasn't necessarily been like that. So if that's the competition where I'm looking at it and I'm meant to be like, okay, this is what the team is going to look like in the future, it's not that encouraging either. So we're giving a lot of stock on this player is going to transform everything. And you're basically removing the coaching aspect away from things. And for me, that's a worry. That's concerning for me. Do you know what I mean? Because as I said it a few weeks ago, and people were saying I'm chatting rubbish. Yeah. I said, how many players have actually like improved? Has Amorim improved? I'm going to be fair. I said the same thing for Thomas Tuchel when Thomas Tuchel went. I was like, the attackers are not really... I said Reece James and Chilwell are killing it, but the attackers, they're still... Like, when you're a manager and you come into a club, improve some players. You know what I'm trying to say? Improve some. You can probably say Ahmad. You know what I mean? You can say Ahmad. I was seeing people put Ugarte as improved. Ugarte! Yo, if anybody says Ugarte... Manuel Ugarte. PSG's worst midfielder.
To give them Neves.
Allow me, bro. People were telling me.
One of the funniest trades in football.
Ugarte. We haven't had many players. How many players have improved through his coaching? Their level. Yeah. Not many. Not many.
Jace, can you put a poll in the chat?